Do that again.
Bow, bow, bow. Here, right ahead, another hit it, man. Here, right ahead, another. Here, right ahead, another chicken water.
Hello, how are we all doing? Well, I did tell you next time I upload a vlog, I will be in a class 2 truck, which I am. What does DD say? Digging a daff. But yeah, I did go to do a vlog the other day, but I was only in a 7.5 tonner, so I thought it's not really a class 2, is it? So I started vlogging it. I got halfway through and I was like, nah, I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm in a refrigerated unit on my way to Staffordshire from Teesside. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 7 pallets of kebab meat. Going to cash and carry there. Frozen kebab meat, where the ones what's on we put on a spit and then trim it off. Loads of that. Smells gorgeous. So yeah, I've got to. Last time when I was in the 7.5 tonner, it was for this same place, refrigerated 7.5 tonner, and it basically there was only 2 pallets. I had 2 drops, one in Manchester and one in Leeds. So there were loads of that at the bulkhead. So all I had to do then was put a strap on the pallet onto the front of the forklift, then drag it from the bulkhead to the back, and then they'd lift it off. So but this one they'll give you a pump truck. So I've loaded it how I want it. It seems okay, and then yeah, I'll just have to put the pump truck, put it up at the end, let the guys take it off at the forklift. I'm hoping there's a forklift there. If not, it's got a tail lift on the back, but it'll just be a bit quicker, won't it? So here's to hoping. So what time are we in? Was it not the time? I'll tell you the time on these. 25 to 9. I had a bit of a hoo-ha this morning. It's for agency this. When I done last week for the 7.5, they said, oh, come in at 8 o'clock. So I went in at 8 o'clock, off I go. She said, oh, can you do this one next week for us? I was like, yeah, no bother. So she said, all right, I'll see you next week at 8 o'clock. I was like, oh, brilliant, yeah. Right. A lie-in again, not bad for a Monday morning. And agency rang me this morning, 7:10. Are you near your work? Are you on your way? I was like, no, I'm at home. I don't start at 8. But oh no, it's 7 o'clock. I did text you 7. I said, oh yeah, I just thought you just put a mistake down. She said 8. But oh no, it's 7. I said, oh, I'll get over there, it'll only be 10 minutes. So I gets off the phone, gets my bag and everything, goes out the door, gets down to work, and then I start doing put my card in, start doing my vehicle checks. And I went, oh, I need to put the date in. Get my phone for the date. I'm like, oh, where's my phone? Looks in the car, my phone's not there. I was like, I don't believe this. So I said to the manager, I said, oh, I've only left my bloody phone at home. So anyway, I finished loading up and everything, done my checks, loaded up. She went, oh, just nip home and get it if you want. I said, well, it's on, like, where I'm going off the motorway, like, I'll just go in the truck on the way. And she went, oh yeah, great. So I gets down there, gets home, runs round. I've got the missus' phone on my phone. It's not ringing. Checking my bag, it's not ringing. I thought, well, I've already checked the car. I thought it's got to be in the car somewhere. So back in the truck, drove back to work, pulls outside, runs over to the car. I start checking, it was jammed right down the side of the seat. It was slipped out my pocket, went right down the side of the seat. So that's like wasted like half an hour this morning already. So yeah, it's been a bit of a kerfuffle. And then I hadn't set my cameras up, so I pulled over. When I stuck my phone, got in the cab, drove out, pulled over, quickly set my cameras up, and now I'm on my way. So yeah, it was a bit of a weird start, but yeah, I've done some bits and bobs work-wise. I've class 2, like actual class 2 work. Well, how do I rephrase this? How do I rephrase this? My first, I applied to a job. I got in with this place who do vacuum tankers and jetting off the class 2 wagons. So I managed to get in there. So I went down to see the guy, and he's like, "Oh great, yeah, can you start Monday? Get you trained up, get everything done." I was like, "Yeah, brilliant." So goes down. This was like on a Thursday or something like that. So I goes down on the Monday. And he's like, oh, coming in to do your site safety passport. So you might as well get yourself away and come back tomorrow. He said, but you get a full day's pay. I was like, oh, alright then, no bother. Fair enough, mistakes happen. So it goes home, comes back next day. He's like, oh yeah, do your site safety passport. He had us stood around for about 3 hours, just walking past us. He knew we were there, like saying like, no. He's like, oh, there won't be long, About 3 hours we stood there. Finally done the site safety passport. That took about 2 or 3 hours. Done that on the computer. Get yourselves away. So it goes home. Full day's pay again. Fair enough. Comes back in on the Wednesday. No, just hang around the yard. There's not much to do. So hanging around the yard, doing nothing. All the other drivers are going out. They're all out going to work, and I'm like, well, I could be going out with them training instead of just sitting around here. So anyway, guess we're about 2 o'clock. Sat around. Get yourself away. Alright then, goes away. Comes back the next day, exactly the same thing. Like all week, just doing nothing, not learning nothing. So I was just sat around all day. So I was hired as a class 2 driver, and I never drove a class 2 vehicle, not once. I jet washed one, I cleaned it because I was that bored. I thought I'm going to clean that truck, so I cleaned it. So I was bored. So, but yeah, never done that. So I was like, you bugger that, I'm going. Left, not gone back. Informed the agency that I've left there, that it didn't work out, and they were like, oh great, we'll try and find you work. And they've been struggling like mad to find me class 2 work, because they're saying all the companies that they're approaching who they do class 2 work for won't take on new drivers because they can't get insured. It's like, I'm 38 years old, do you know what I mean? I'm not like a 20-year-old kid or out like that, but no, it's not the experience. But I can sit on my licence, I can sit on my licence for 6 months, not do a thing, and I can walk into a job with 6 months experience. Barmy, I just don't get it. Does my eye look all red? Got like a proper red eye. I had to Google it last night. It's been on and off for the past couple of weeks. Doesn't affect my vision. They just said it'll go on its own. I'm still waiting. It's here, it's all gunky and crusty on the morning. It's horrible. But yeah, so anyway, it gets back with the agency. I've done this 7.5 ton work for this company I'm doing for now, last week, and then a day or so later, the agency rang. This is like, because I'm with 2 agencies now, so the newest agency rang and said, oh, you can work for a company, class 2 with a driver's mate, and you can you'll be delivering kitchens. There's 3 drops. There's 2 drops to residential addresses and 1 drops to a store, magnet store, and that gets lifted off with a forklift anyway. So I tried it anyway. I was in a MAN man. It was one of those ones where you reverse onto the box and it's on the leg, the back's on the legs, and you lift the legs up and you clip it all down. It was on them. So you had to drive over, I had to do an assessment, I had to fill a load of forms out, I had to do a driving assessment with them there for about 20 minutes. That all went fine. He said, right, yeah, in the truck. He said, you need unclipped all that box off the back. We drove off it, and then we drove over the road to the other yard where it was loaded for what we were taking. So goes and backs up onto that, which was very nerve-wracking. Backs up onto that, and yeah, gets everything fastened up on our way. We were doing it in Liverpool. We went down to Liverpool, and yeah, it was a good day. That was so my first actual job, driving a class 2, and I was over the moon. Brilliant. Got on with the guy, great, but Jesus Christ, it is hard work. Unloading them trucks by hand, full kitchens, flooring, tiles, everything. And I was like, Jesus, oh, I was knackered. But they wanted me to start at 5 o'clock, but things at home, like I couldn't wangle around at home, so I could be available for that time. I said, look, the earliest I can get in is 7. And it was no good anyway. They were going to try and rummage it around, and they couldn't, so I was like, fair enough, no bother. So, and then the other agency, like the original first agency I was with, they phoned me up to do a job on Friday just gone. He said, look, we're struggling for class 2A, so he said, we've got a job here though. He said, these do take class 2 drivers on, so, and they're looking into the insurance, but if you can do this job for them today, you've got your foot in the door, you get to know them, and they might want you back, and then they might put you on the class 2. I said, alright, what is it? I basically had to drive from, I had to go to their yard in Middlesbrough, I was in a hire vehicle, which they give us a Volkswagen Golf. So I had to go to the hire vehicle and to drive down to Doncaster to pick this guy up who was staying out over there. I had to pick him up from there, then I had to drive to a place called Boroughbridge. So he had 5 articulated tractor units to pick up, no trailer, just the tractor units. So I had to drive him there to pick the tractor unit up, then I had to follow him on, meet him to the other place where he dropped it off, drive him back to Boroughbridge, go back down there, just backwards and forwards till they were all picked up. And I was like, oh, doddled, backwards and forwards all day. It was good. It was good pay. It was like a tenner an hour for the first 8 hours, and then it was time and a half after that, so obviously it was £15 an hour. Yeah, £15 an hour after 8 hours. Then it was I think it was a 12 or 13 hour shift I did, so it wasn't a bad day, just driving backwards and forwards in the car. And the bloke, oh, it was a knockout, it was a good laugh. So every time he was in driving back, we always had a good laugh. But yeah, it wasn't class 2, but they do a lot of work like that, so hopefully they're going to want us back in. So today, yeah, Monday, because that was Friday, the agency's going to have a chat with them, see what they've come up with, and then hopefully get me back in there. So if I'm back in there class 2, it's a doddle. You just pick the vehicle up and driving it somewhere, and then someone picks you up and brings you back. Doddle. And there's sometimes there's night out work as well, where obviously they won't put you in the cab, they'll put you in a put you up in a hotel, and they pay you. So yeah, it was good crack. So but yeah, like I said today, I'm going to Staffordshire. I'm going to Staffordshire, Shropshire one. So I think it was Staffordshire. I said it at the beginning of the video anyway. So I'm going there. Well, I've got 2.5 hours left to get there. Yeah, I've got plenty of time. 46 minutes in on the tackle. So yeah, get there, unload all this, get back, and I'm done. So happy days. I just thought I'm back before 5 because I think they're closed at 5. So but anyway, I'm waffling on way too much. I don't even know how I've been talking for about 11 minutes. So yeah, just not then again. Half of you have probably switched off by now anyway. But anyway, I did it. I'm in a class 2 vehicle. I'll tell you all about my class 1 a bit later on in the video. So yeah, catch you in a bit. Bonjour. Well, I've still got a bit to go. I'm on the A1M, going south, going down south. I've just had to stop off at the services because the AdBlue was getting really low. So I had to go there. I thought I might as well top up with a bit of fuel as well. And yeah, the AdBlue was on 2 bars. So whoever had this truck last, they didn't really fill it up or top the AdBlue up on the way home. Must have been on a rush. So then again, it would have been Friday, wouldn't it? Last time someone was in it. So, but yeah, she's the manager in this meat place. She they don't give you a fuel card, they give you cash. So I found it a bit weird. She said, oh, but you can fuel them anywhere. I said, well, yeah, anywhere the truck will fit. So yeah, just thought I'd start with the services. Put about, I don't know how much AdBlue I put in, I can't remember. Come about 80 odd quid anyway for the AdBlue and a bit of fuel. But I only put the fuel tank up to 3/4 of a tank. I was filling it and it clicked. So I was doing one, clicked again. There wasn't much, like, felt like much had gone in. And I was like, why is that? Can't be full. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, oh shit, I haven't put the I put diesel in the wrong tank, have I? And I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's got a separate tank for the fridge, and that's that one. Well, for the freezer, it's frozen, isn't it? So I'm going, I'm looking, I was like, no, there's no other tank. So anyway, it gets in, AdBlue was full, and the diesel was up to 3/4 of a tank, so it must have just been bubbling away somewhere. I should have left it a bit longer and settled, but it doesn't matter. I'll probably top it up a bit more when I get home. Well, when I get home on the way back in. So, but yeah, I don't know what else I've got in for this week. They haven't said. I haven't been notified of anything yet. So I think they're struggling. But yeah, it's just, I find it weird that there's a cry out for drivers, and there's you're struggling to get work as a driver. So I just don't get it. It's like the last place when I was saying I was sat in the yard all week. They took me on because he was saying, like, crying out for drivers. Basically threw the job at me there and then. So desperate for drivers, but yeah, I was sat in the yard all week, not doing nothing. So I found that a bit weird. And then what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, right. So I passed my class 2. Then I was due to do my class 1 3 weeks after. that class 1 training should have started today. So yeah, I should have started it today, and then sorry about that, I can't remember what I was talking about now. I've the agency phoning me and then I had to phone the missus straight after. I can't remember what I was talking about now, but I did say I've only eaten this week so far, but that's just now changed. The agency have just phoned and they said this meat place I'm with at the minute, they've contacted him and said the way I just went about my business this morning in work, just got on with it, didn't have to ask anything. She was quite impressed, so she's asked if she can have me in for the rest of the week while she tries me on different routes to see what I think, and then if I like it and they like what I'm doing, they can carry on for the following week as well as a minimum, or whatever, as a minimum or something I said. But I said alright, I said is it local runs, or I said am I going like, am I travelling like down the country or whatever? And he just said I don't know. He said best thing to do when you get tipped down here, he said give her a ring, just give her a courtesy call, let her know you're tipped and you're on your way back. I said oh, and she'll probably tell you then. So I said oh, fair enough. So yeah, so it looks like I'm got a full week in, possibly 2, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, that's what I was saying, wasn't it? It was about my yeah, that was what I was on about, wasn't it? My the class 1. So yeah, my class 1 training should have officially started today, Monday, and then I'd have had my test this Friday coming. But yeah, things don't always go my way. Obviously, like, I waited so long to do this class 2. Now I've passed. The instructor, sorry, when I done my class 2, the examiner, he had said to me, are you due to do your mod 4? And I said, yeah, I'm doing it in a couple of days. He said, right, there's your license back, you're going to need that. And I was like, oh. So technically, he was now not going to send it away digitally where I get my license back quicker. I'd have to do the standard, what to do, the 3-week wait, as they say, with me obviously doing my mod 4 and then sending my certificate off with my license. So I did that, still haven't got my license back. I've checked online, contacted DVLA, and basically they're on strike, aren't they? So it's going to take 6 to 10 weeks. They confirmed that they haven't even looked at it yet, they haven't looked at mine yet, they're doing it on a first come first served basis. I checked online, they have like a COVID update online, and it tells you roughly around what date they're working through, like what they're working through. So I looked, and the part where I've sent mine to for obviously update my license, they're still currently only looking at applications from, I think it was the 20th of June. So they're not even in July yet. They haven't even looked at July's yet, and obviously I passed in July. So yeah, still waiting for that. So obviously you contacted the class 1 trainer and said, look, my license isn't back, what do I do, can I still do it? She said you could do the training, she said, but you won't be able to take the test. I said, well, that's no good then, is it? She went, not really. I said, so what can I do? She said, well, we did say give it a 3-week wait, because obviously give you a license now, but obviously with DVLA being on strike, there's nothing you can do. So she said there's loads of people we've got booked in who'd be more than happy to take the earlier date, so I could just swap you with one of them. I said, yeah, that's great. So she's now swapped me with someone, so some lucky buggers started the class 1 today, and then mine is now going to be the 10th of September. So what are we now, August now, aren't we? So yeah, I've got another month to wait again. So I didn't really want to be waiting that long, because I didn't want to get too used to doing class 2 to relearn class 1, if that makes sense. But I know it's very similar anyway, well, apart from the bend. But I mean, like mirror checks and everything like that, the road position I'm going to learn on training anyway. So I suppose it's not too bad. But yeah, they were lucky enough to move it, and they didn't charge me any admin fees for moving it or anything like that. So obviously it's just a straight swap. So yeah, we're so I've got to wait on that. So I'll have to keep you updated with that. If my license comes too early, I might see if they can squeeze me in a bit early, you never know. But we'll see anyway, we'll see. So yeah, that's about it. Oh. I haven't got much else to report. Not just yet anyway.
Exit the motorway after 2 miles.
So yeah, I'm going to get going anyway. And I will catch you shortly. So yeah, in a bit. A lot of accidents. So yeah, my 3rd traffic jam due to an accident. So I've only got about 45 minutes to go as well to get there. The way things are going, I might have to what's that? No, I've got 30. It's going to be quite fun. I might have to have my 45 before I do my drop, before I get to it. I think that's what it's going to be anyway. So it's 3 hours 10 minutes I've been driving. It says 45 minutes left, approximately 45 to 50, but obviously that's not including all these bloody hold-ups. So well, it's looking a bit clearer now, but I don't know. But hey ho, hey ho. I don't know what to say in this vlog. I really don't know what to say. But yeah, I'm just over the moon that I'm working. I'm in a wagon. It's been a bit of a nightmare, like I say. People saying, "Oh, I can't do nothing for insurance purposes," but these are managed it, and they're not even a massive company.
300 yards, but Little Eaton Island. Take the 2nd exit onto Abbey Hill, A38.
Abbey Hill. Take 2nd exit onto Abbey Hill. So yeah, I don't know what else to say really. I might try and get a picture of what I've got, what I'm carrying.
Go over the roundabout,
So,
taking the
try and get
2nd
a picture of
exit.
that. Picture of the truck. It's a hire truck. They must have. I don't know. I think they've only got one truck. Like well, not even a truck. They've got a 3.5. Christ's sake, Tim. They've got a 7.5 ton of their own, which is brand new, which is what I was in last week, and everything else is hired. So I'll try and get some pictures to put on. It'll probably be on the thumbnail anyway. But yeah, I'll try my best. But, well, I'm gonna plod on, and I will see you shortly. So yeah, in a bit. Well, I've just got tipped. I had 10 minutes left for my break, so I've pulled over at the corner in their little yard and put myself on break. So looks like I'm going to be pushing for 5 o'clock to get back. I hope it's still open. Otherwise I'll have to ring them. I'll ring them and tell them. But yeah, I've just had the other agency text me now saying I've got a week's worth of class 2 work for you if you want it. And yeah, sorry, I was just reading another thing off him. Yeah, they've just texted me and said, "Oh, I've got a week's worth of work for you if you want it." Delivering, what's he saying? It's delivering pallets of crisps, things like that. Cash and carries in the area only. 3 or 4 drops a day, £10 an hour for this week, and potentially ongoing. So, sod's law, innit? People are going to look at me funny now, aren't they? Because they'll be like, what's he talking to himself for? But yeah, these seem to be doing well, getting me work as well, so, and I've already agreed to it. So just have to can't say no now. Can't say no now. I've already said yes. So, but to be honest, this other company, some of the things are a bit naff. I've done van driving for them. I think if you remember back when I was doing the COVID test collections, it was that company. And the vans were knackered. A lot of them stunk. So I don't know what the wagons are like. But assuming they'll be looked after, but you never know, do you? So, well, yeah, I'm probably end this vlog here because I want to drive back and I'm going to be late, so I don't want them to see me getting all the cameras down because I haven't really asked them yet. Obviously, I'm not giving no names away or anything like that, but it's so I get a sort of fly back and get done, and then sorted. So yeah, so it's just a little vlog, but like I say, I'm in a wagon, and yeah, hopefully more to come. So yeah, we'll see. So let's see what this next week brings. I might get a couple recorded and see how it goes. So yeah, I've tipped and I haven't even put no I didn't get no pictures of what was in the back. Okay, he's just moving it on now, but I don't even want to get the picture of the unit in the camera. So anyway, so sorry about that, but I'll probably get more next time. So yeah, I'm gonna get going, guys. Stay safe, take it easy, and I will catch you in a bit.